All right, yeah, we're going to keep things moving here with someone that you may have seen on our stage already. It is Samantha Tannor, the founder and CEO of Mother Matcha. How are you?
Doing really
I'm
great.
Give you it's a little sweaty handshake, but don't
Same
feel too
here.
bad. Well, first off, just how is it going so far? How's your BevNet Live experience?
It has been really, really great. Exhilarating, overwhelming. There's just so much to do, so many people to talk to. It's been back-to-back meetings and listening to great speakers today. So it's been incredible.
That's great. Well, it's always great to talk to entrepreneurs in the space because I feel like the beverage world is a industry that attracts people from all different kind of walks of life, usually with a very passionate fuel behind them. So tell me a little bit about what you were doing before this and how you became interested in just beverages in general.
Absolutely. So prior to launching Mother Matcha, I actually had some grocery experience before. So I worked in operations with new store expansions for Aldi. They're a really big grocery retailer, big in the Midwest, and I was part of the team that brought Aldi to Southern California. So I worked for them, and the whole time I was always really interested in health, nutrition, fitness, and saw a gap in the market. And I, of course, just from a personal standpoint, I love matcha and developed the product and wanted to bring it to market. So we're now a new product and, of course, in the new beverage showdown. So it's been really great.
What exactly, for you, what was the gap in the market that you were like, there needs to be something in here?
So there are a few other premium matcha products out there, but there wasn't a matcha latte that was, in my opinion, done very well. On top of that, there are companies that do matcha. There are even more companies that do a line of lattes, but do a one-off SKU in matcha latte, and there was no company that was full-on really claiming the premium matcha latte space. And I felt as though that white space, when people go to a cafe, they're usually getting a matcha latte and not matcha in water. So if a person loves matcha, they want to get a grab-and-go matcha latte that tastes really good. So we're doing our original. We also combine it with different flavors. So we do a chai matcha for someone who may not be the biggest matcha fan, but they like chai, and then a Yosemite chocolate, which is our organic cocoa powder with matcha.
And so, I mean, you brought up a great point that I was thinking of. I mean, I feel matcha lattes is something that people most probably know from cafe experience. What was like the difficulty in sort of getting that formulation, as you mentioned, that authentic latte feeling in a bottle?
Very difficult. It took a long time working with food scientists to develop it. And the biggest thing that we were working with, we have a glass bottle. It's a premium bottle, and we wanted it to be a consistent product. Now, when you're trying to go natural and trying to go the organic route, you run into a lot of issues with that. So just iteration after iteration, balancing the amount of coconut milk to water to getting the right matcha feel and mouthfeel, all of those different elements came into play.
And there's also, beyond the liquid itself, there's a social component to the brand that you spoke a little bit about during the presentation. Sort of, what are your hopes for that? What do you see that sort of evolving into?
Absolutely, and thank you for asking about that too. I feel like I don't have enough time to explain that usually. But yes, our goal is to empower women in business, entrepreneurship, and technology. And as a female in business, I feel as though there aren't enough networks to support the growth of women in business. So especially as a small company, we are tiny right now. Our goal is to, as our sales grow with platforms that currently support women in business. So the current state is that we want to focus originally on women in entrepreneurship by partnering with Kiva and other organizations that are already having the infrastructure in place, partnering with them, and as we grow, have a larger partnership.
That's amazing. You guys have a lot planned out. I mean, I can't wait to see you for next year and hear about more of the brand is growing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.